We open up this next segment with doggy spa time.
Alright, that's one large papaya with 1.5 pineapples. Sophie scored some. Sophie, look, look. Your favorite. Hey, Johnny. Hola. Look at that.
That's pretty.
Johnny loves pineapple. You wanna grab it?
I'm not moving. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
Are you still losing weight?
Yeah.
How much have you lost?
Probably about 6 or 7 pounds in about a week and a half.
So we both are fans of intermittent fasting, basically.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is if you can eat, if you can pull off eating around 2 in the afternoon and then wait till the next day to eat 2 in the afternoon. I used to be able to do a lot in my 20s. I was doing a lot of yoga, but even then I was still snacking at night if I got real hungry. So it was just kind of loose.
For me, intermittent fasting just allows, it just basically regulates your hormones. It can better your brain function. It's just really an amazing.
You feel incredible.
Yeah, because you can't have an engine that's constantly running and never cleaning.
Yeah.
You can't constantly put food in your body. It's just not.
Because you're always digesting, and I've gotten into places like that where I'm eating a lot, and then at night I'm kind of binging, and then my stomach's always full. And then the next morning you haven't quite digested your food, and then you go into the next day like that, and your body never gets a break, and you feel just kind of dull.
Yeah, you have to alternate between both. It's just a must.
Yeah, I agree.
There you are. Are you going to bed? Are you gonna go to bed, Mama? I love you. I love you, and you feel so good about saying it. Yeah. Yeah, tie-dye dress. That's from our neighbor. Look what a cute dress you have, huh?
She really likes these yellow ones. Sometimes you can leave her in this bouncer and she'll have a full conversation and interaction with the little yellow characters here. But it's cute because she's, what, 10 weeks old now, and her development is happening so quick. She's already starting to talk and try and say words. But you can also see how a child's inner life kind of develops, because she's already like having conversations with these little yellow characters.
Sophie's done with us. How do you take a selfie without your arm in the way? Is that funny? Let's clip your nails. What do you think? We did one hand successfully.
It's hard to get the other one, but it's necessary. She actually scratched her left eye a little bit. But we're going into summer now, so we can't have mittens on her hands, so she's gonna have free hands, so we don't want her scratching herself.
At 3 months she would stop scratching herself. She already kinda did, not completely, but at least it's not like all the time. You need some belly time, Mama. Okay, look at that belly time. Yeah. That's a different yoga pose. She's about to turn over.
Alright, we're taking baby to her doctor appointment. That's just a basic checkup. The house is currently a mess right now, and I have been tasked with cleaning it up. So this will happen after the doctor's appointment. In the back you can see Sophie. She's had a rough day.
So we're in the car with little Miss Dragon. With the tiny dragon. What you doing, Mama? She decided she's starving, so we had to feed her while all her measurements were being taken.
Hello. Yes. This is your second doctor visit. Are you impressed with the doctor? Huh?
Did I get a good melon? That's not true.
I'm filming.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So here is a handful of beautiful white mulberries. These particular ones have gotten even sweeter, so they're getting sweeter over the last few days, probably because they're getting more ripe. This particular tree hangs over the sidewalk, and no one seems to be picking it, so it's just flooding the sidewalk with a bunch of mulberries all over the ground, which is kind of a bummer to see because it's all these fresh, beautiful mulberries all over the ground that no one's eating.
How do you feel, Johnny?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
I feel good. I don't talk about my feelings on camera. I barely talk about my feelings to you.
We just came back from the doctor, and Lottie is in the, I don't know what that means, in the 70th percentile. I guess she's on the heavy side, on the, you know, tall side of babies, and her weight also is there. So she's over 12.3 or something like that.
So, she... Is there a baby crying?
Let's go rescue it.
Let's go rescue it. Come on.
And Lottie is sleeping still. It's very funny because now when the baby cries, obviously you want to breastfeed it or something.
The motherly instincts kick in. Well, even for me too, is like I'm aware now of all kids. Anytime I hear a kid crying now,
Yeah.
I'm actually way more aware of it now.
Exactly, you hear babies everywhere. And also the other cool thing is when I'm at a store and I hear baby voices, it's like the gushiest feeling ever. I just shop and smile, and there's so many babies, but I never noticed them before.
I think we're at like 500 feet altitude, not that high. But the coolest thing is that all these different kinds of pine trees thrive up here. Look how pretty that tree is right there. That is a mighty fine tree. So here's another mulberry tree.
In an abandoned house.
It's not abandoned, it's just that there's
no one
not...
lives there.
Yeah.
And this tree is covered. Top to bottom, ripe ones, it's killing me.
But to go up there is a little dicey. It's also stepping on someone's property.
Yeah, so far I have been resisting it.
But Ali is a reconnaissance fruit gatherer. When we were in Bulgaria, my dad actually came out and visited, and every evening, she actually wasn't even eating dinner because there's so many wild figs everywhere. There's all these abandoned lots and everything, and open areas with just fig trees. So my dad would say, you know, you gonna go get your contraband tonight? And she'd take a bag and just take a big bag of figs to the restaurant. My dad and I would eat, and she would eat her figs. She just went and stepped over there, and something moved under the bushes. So
It was a rat, I think, like a big rat.
So I was trying to convince her. I was like, I don't think there's rattlesnakes, but you never know. In Bulgaria, she was picking wild raspberries off the side of the road, and underneath her feet there'd be things moving around. And then I realized in the road there's all these squished snakes, and the snakes turn out to be vipers. So there's basically vipers everywhere, and she's risking her life for raspberries with a bunch of vipers at her feet. It's actually kind of symbolic.
I didn't know what vipers are, by the way. She waved at us.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
I didn't realize. She was holding fruit in her mouth, so that's why I looked at her.
Oh, you're ready to grab the fruit, huh? Anyways, there's actually something I wanted to talk about that you don't even know what it is, so I'm going to bring it up right here on camera. But it's something that's changed a lot since we've had a kid, and I don't know if you guys have an opinion about it. But basically, since we've had the kid and we go on walks, Sophie never poos on the walks anymore.
I thought you were gonna say I'm having an identity crisis.
Well, no, we'll say that.
Father, oh my God,
We'll say that for later. Little Sophie doesn't want to go poo anymore. Why is that, Sophie? Huh?
Why is that? Why is that?
I'm not serious about the walk.
Oh, she's changed a lot too. She's actually more defensive. She used to tolerate like little dogs. She's been attacked by little dogs a lot, and now she doesn't tolerate it.
She used to tolerate them, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't tolerate any dogs that get around Lotus. She's actually protective. So I think she's probably being protective, and so she probably figures, she's like, you know what, I can't poo on this walk because I have to keep an eye out.
Exactly, something like that.
So look, that's another kind of mulberry that's in the neighborhood. And look at the ground; they're all over the place. But that one, that's a what is this, black mulberry or red mulberry?
Yeah, that's black mulberry.
So these are actually really tasty. These taste more like raspberries. The other ones taste more like honey. So this right here is from Trader Joe's. It's the vegan tikka masala. But this is a good example, is that I haven't eaten since yesterday. It's about 1 o'clock right now, and so I'm real hungry. Just a few weeks ago, I was basically binge eating a lot. In the last year I gained about 20 pounds, but a few weeks ago I stopped eating a lot, and I started going into intermittent fasting. So now at this point, normally I'd eat 2 of these to satisfy me for a lunch, and now I'm only going to eat 1 of them. Once your mind shifts over into the intermittent fasting state, you suddenly appreciate having an empty stomach, because my head's real clear right now. And then on top of it, when I actually want to eat, I don't want to eat as much, because I was getting into places where I was just stuffing myself, and that wouldn't feel good, you know, the next day.
I was gonna add that that's how I do my craziest classes. If I do intermittent fasting, my energy goes through the roof. A lot of it is because you're not putting weight on your digestion, so your body is not constantly digesting. Also, throughout the intermittent stages, your detoxification is so much better that your body is cleaner and it absorbs and food better. So basically your digestion improves over time and your performance improves.
So she's completely putting her head up like that now, which is crazy, because that just happened in a day. So that she just said hi. She went hi.
But you're hungry.
But look how upright her head is. That's like, literally, I haven't seen that. Look at that.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, look at that. That's so funny. That literally happened in the last 24 hours. That's a milestone. Yay, Lotus!
Okay.